Hi, my name is Gavin. This is my culminating video, and this is my take two since my last one got deleted, so let's hop into it because I only have 5 minutes. How did this course impact me personally and academically? It impacted me personally because I got to really see a different lens because I'm a very black and white human being, and I think very much this way or that way or this way or that way when there's more of like, it's kind of more fluid. It's like it could be multiple things, and that's what sociology really taught me was like, how people think or why people do the things that they do. It's maybe not because of one thing. It could be very much all kinds of things. And I think that's what was cool that personally resonated with me because it's like I only think in these certain ways, but sociology was like, no, there's other ways of thinking about it. What is your biggest takeaway with regarding your personal professional growth? I think I grew because now that I get to see in other people's lenses, I get to like connect with people that I couldn't have connected with before being the way that I was, you know what I mean? With my mindsets and my beliefs and my opinions, I get to connect with others because at the end of the day, we're all still human and people and no one is lesser than others. So I want to get to know everyone. You know what I mean? I love getting to know people and it's cool that I get to like resonate a little bit more or understand them a little more, not resonate, but understand them and see the way that they think. If you had to pick one thing in your experience in class, what was the single most interesting thing? Was definitely two things. Definitely was the inner and outer circle thing that we talked about. I really thought it was cool to see how that affects people, you know, how family and their inner circle really affects people socially and how an outer circle can affect people socially, and that's why people act the way that they do. And I found that very cool, seeing like, you know, again, I think very black and white. I'm thinking like, why don't people think my way, why don't people think my way? But culturally, family and friends, that's probably why they don't think my way and they think a different way, and that's perfectly fine. I think that's beautiful that we get to think our own way, we get to live our own way. We got a bunch of cultures that all deserve respect. And I think that's really the cool part about this sociology class is I got to see that a little bit more. You know what I mean? And the other thing was religion, of course. I'm a big believer in Jesus Christ, and I thought it was really cool to see how other people view me. I thought that was kind of cool, definitely because like though I disagree, though I may believe that's not my opinion. I disagree. I get to see that, and it's like I want to see other people's opinions. I want to see what other people think. I don't want to shut down the people who I disagree with, whether that be political or religion or anything. I want to hear the other side because the day we stop hearing the other side is the day we become so one-minded, and all of a sudden now you look at them as a enemy instead of a human being. No matter if you do vote blue or vote red, or you're a Buddhist or you're a Christian or a Muslim or you're an atheist, at the end of the day we all bleed red, and that's the beauty of it. It's like I get to see the other side and deservingly hear the other side, and I thought that was kind of cool. If it could be where am I? No, if it can be anything you want it to be in one word, what aspect of the course meant the most and stretched your mind? That probably be culture. I got to think like culture and like that inner and outer circle and religion, a lot of things. You know what I mean? I'm a pick inner and outer circle though because it's like that's kind of the building block and the foundation of why people are the way they are, and I thought that was kind of cool. Like that's why people sometimes act the way they act, not just because they want to or because they like to, or maybe you know what I mean? It's like it's just kind of how they grew up and like built their morals and stuff like that. Explain one idea that kind of resonated with me personally was probably religion, because since it's so deep, and I know we didn't talk about it much, but since it's so deep to me, I like to think like it's cool that I got to learn about it and really see how people see me and how I see people. Will your relationship with others or the community and larger society be different? Very much so. I'm glad I get to see like society in a different lens because of sociology, and see how people are in socially and why they are socially. If you're going to leave a message to a student starting the class, what would you say? I would definitely say to open your mind. Like the professor said, really open your mind and don't get offended easily. Like just take it in. And I took it in. And like though there's things that I disagree with and things that I agree with, I got to take it in. I got to like really understand a little more about our society and stuff like that. And yes, I disagree with some things and I agree with other things, but that's the thing that I like is I get to be in a class where I'm allowed to disagree and agree with things. And though I didn't really speak out about it much because, you know, I don't want to be the outlier sometimes, it's tough. I think that was the cool part about the class. And you should really open your mind to what he's saying. And now I'm running out of time. So Thank you so much.